So today's makeup rule episode, it's been so long I don't even know what I'm doing. Today we're doing another episode of makeup rules. Well, I show you how to do what do I do on this one? I show you how to do stuff. We discuss trends and stuff that's going on in the makeup community, and sometimes I show you how to do things like today. If you guys want to see the tutorial for this look, it will be up tomorrow. And yes, I use the elusive Self-Culture palette. Apparently, I can also not use my extended vocabulary. I cannot speak English today. So today I'm going to show you guys how to apply false lashes. I am using these for this look, but I'm just going to break all my stuff now. But to show you the beginning steps, we're going to use some of these because these are already pre-cut, and that kind of defeats the purpose of showing you things. What are my scissors? I don't know. Let's take a stroll over here. Alright. First rule of applying eyelashes, don't flail around with a pair of scissors. Alright. So when you get a new pair of eyelashes, first thing you want to do, take it out of the box. This was violent and pretty easy. Next thing you want to do is what I don't do usually when I'm taking lashes out. You want to be very careful and just pull them down until they come out. Someday. Wow, these have a lot of glue on them. Just like that. So I'm going to ease them off. Not grab them and rip them like I normally do. Why? Because then you will, and this has happened to me, you would think I've learned by now, but no. When you do that, you run the chance of ripping some lashes off, what's what I'm looking for? Deforming the way that they are. Don't do that, you're gonna ruin a pair of lashes, it's not gonna be fun. Alright, now next thing you wanna do is measure it to your actual eye. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna zoom you guys in a second. Actually, I'm gonna zoom you in while I'm telling you what to do. Don't have to do a voiceover this time. What you're gonna do is put the eyelash on your eye and measure to your eye how much you're gonna actually cut off. This is gonna be different for everyone. People have bigger eyes, smaller eyes, longer eyes, shorter eyes, all that stuff. So everyone's lash is going to be a little bit different. Some people can get away with not cutting lashes. I am not one of those people. Now once you have an idea of how much you're going to cut off, I like to cut them a little bit longer than what my eye is, so that way I can measure them again just to make sure, because if you cut them too short, there is no going back, honey. There's no going back. So I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to measure it to your eye again. Keep in mind that if it doesn't stay exactly where you want it, that's fine. That's what lash glue is for. Yeah, that should be good enough. Cut a little bit more. So this, to be honest, is the more difficult part, because if you don't do this part right, then when you actually get them glued on, it's gonna look weird. If your lashes are a little bit too long, it's gonna bring down your eyes, it's gonna make you look sad and droopy, and we don't want that. So that is this pair of lashes cut. Now I'm gonna go to my other pair that I'm actually gonna use for this look. Now these have already been cut to match my eye shape, and I've used them a couple times. What you can do, and I'll have this probably in a different video, but you can reuse lashes, so don't think just because you used them once that's it. Yeah. Alright, let me find lash glue. That's gonna be fun! This is not my favorite one. I like the clear one better, but I'm using the Duo Lash Adhesive. This is the brush-on kind. It goes better than the squeeze tube ones because I always somehow manage to get a giant glob all over my lashes, and we're not about that life. The reason why I like the clear one as well is if you place it in the wrong spot, it doesn't matter because it dries clear. get a little more leeway with that. With this, it comes out black when it's dry, so wherever you put the glue, you're kind of screwed. So if you are beginning, which if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you are, definitely go for the clear version, and then once you get the hang of it, then go on to the black one. Alright, so I'm taking a thin layer. I'm going to put a little bit more at the ends, just because those are where the glue tends to lift. Or the lash tends to lift. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, if you're doing this for somebody else, do fucking not blow on it with your mouth. That is gross, that is unsanitary, and that's gross. And, you know, if you give somebody an eye infection, I'm sure your insurance company is not real happy with that one. So what you can do is just wave it around until it dries. You can hold it until it dries. Most of the time, depending on lashes, you're at the end of the look, and this is like, alright, hurry up, let's finish. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in closer, and I'm gonna start talking again. So what you're gonna do is, you can do this with your finger. If you have a pair of tweezers you want to use, that's cool too. I suck at doing that. What you're going to do, let me get a mirror so I can actually show you what I'm doing, is you're going to place the lash in the middle. Still, you're going to place the lash in the middle first to anchor it to where you want. Then once you have it there, you can adjust where you're going to put it on the sides. Come on, lashes, work with me. One thing I did forget to mention, make sure the glue is tacky. That way when it sticks, it doesn't peel off as easily. And it dries a little bit faster. What I like to do is take something like this, and I'll just press the lashes in. Time. It's always the inner corner that messes me up. Don't worry about like lifting them or anything until it's dry. Just make sure that you press the band into the lash. Also keep in mind that I am not putting it on my eyelashes. I'm putting it just right where the lashes meet the skin. And I am gonna have to go over this with some eyeliner just to get rid of that residue. So that is one, and I'll already look more opaque. And we're gonna do the same thing with the other one. So here's a close-up view of what I'm about to do. Glue on the lash. Like I said, a little bit more on the ends just so that they stick all the way. Let it dry for a second. Some people say 30 seconds. I say until it's tacky. Depending on how much glue you have, that may or may not be 30 seconds. And then flip your hair to the other side so it gets out of the way. See what I did? See what I did? Yeah. Don't do that. Also, another tip is if you have a mirror, place it so that your eye lays more flat. That way it's easier to get over your lashes. Just like that. Hopefully I was in frame for that because that was actually perfect. The glue! Oh crap. Where's my pencil? Also, Oh, please be careful you don't stab yourself in the eye. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not proud of it. Come here. Yeah, get it. It's probably gonna live there forever. Also, if you're wondering why my eyeshadow is splitting up on this side, it's because I didn't put any, whatchamacallit, primer on. Yeah. I gotta even this up out. This look was really nice before I just effed it just now. I cannot win today. Now, once they're dry, you can kind of, once they're completely dry, but you can kind of press them upward a little bit. I like to put mascara on before I do my lashes too. Or not before, after. Today I did it before for some reason, but usually I'll do it after so that way my real lashes and the fake ones will kind of blend in a little bit better. Today I did not do that for reasons I cannot explain to you because I have no idea why I did that. So this is what it's going to look like once you have your false lashes on. Obviously, depending on the style, that's going to change the look as well. But it should look like they're coming out of your face. Basically. I know my descriptions are just spot on. But hopefully I gave you guys some good tips and stuff. You know, next time that you're bored and, you know, before you go to sleep, you know, before you wash your face at the end of the night, try putting on some false lashes. The best time to play with makeup and try different things is literally before you go to sleep, before you wash off your face, because you're just gonna wash it off. It doesn't matter. You don't have anywhere to go, and yes, I just stabbed myself in the mouth. I'm great. But that is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you learned something, let me know in the comments. Hopefully you did and this wasn't just a giant train wreck of a video. Like I said, tomorrow I will have this look up. I was gonna say something else. I don't remember what it was. Don't forget to subscribe to see what comes out of my channel next. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.